This plant is called Nepenthes lowii. It's a type of pitcher plant. They get their name because they look a little bit like pitcher jugs, and they are specialists at capturing prey like insects. But this plant is a bit different. This is also known as the shrew because that's what it is. This plant literally eats the poo from a mountain tree shrew.
Oh, that's me.
Like, why? Why would you spend millions of years evolving to eat the poo of a shrew? And why would a shrew want to poo in a plant in the first place? Let's find out together.
People, what do
So I'm here at Kew Gardens, which is an enormous botanic garden in London. It's home to over 50,000 species of live plants, which are cared for throughout their gardens, woodlands and glass houses. But today is super exciting because I've been invited behind the scenes to go and take a look at their nursery greenhouses. And this is where some of the rarer species are raised and looked after. And I'm going to see some of their rare carnivorous plants, including the shrew.
Oh my.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it Rob?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm Maddie.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for showing us around
No problem.
today. This is Rob, one of the many horticulturalists at Kew Gardens. Rob has kindly agreed to show me around the greenhouses, make sure the plants are safe and answer all my questions. Super excited to see all the different carnivorous plants. But I wondered if we could sort of start with the pitcher plants.
Yeah.
Yeah?
This way.
All right, I'll just follow you.
Okay.
Amazing. Oh, and say hi to my team who are currently trying to hide from the camera.
They smell very nice.
That is so nice.
So I look after the Madagascan plants and the tropical carnivorous plants in here.
So carnivorous plants, that's your thing.
Yeah, pretty much. yeah.
Okay, all right, so let's just start then. What is a carnivorous plant?
The carnivorous plant is technically some plant that eats an animal. So
Okay.
an insect or something else.
Oh, what's in that?
Some of them are specialized in other directions. They're kind of evolving away from their carnivorous nature. So some eat poo or other plants.
Yeah.
But those are the main two, I guess.
When I think of plants, most of the time, they are surviving on a diet of sunlight, water, and nutrients from the soil. So why would a plant evolve to eat anything else?
So all carnivorous plants evolve in a place where there's low nutrient availability in the soil. So they're getting their nutrients from outside sources, allowing them to grow faster than their competitors in the same environment and grow in places where other plants can't grow.
I get it. Okay, so if you're not getting what you need from the soil, you have to find other means of getting what you need.
Exactly.
All right then. So I guess you're developing different tactics on how you can catch that prey and get that extra food.
Yeah, exactly.
So what different ways might a carnivorous plant go about catching themselves an insect?
So there's the pitcher type, there's
Yeah.
the sticky type, and then there's the trap type.
I can show you a few examples of these different types of carnivorous plants. This is a sundew and it uses a kind of sticky trap. Its leaves are covered in thousands of tiny hairs that ooze a very sticky glue, and if an unfortunate insect comes along, it will get stuck. And then when it wriggles around, the plant's leaf will curl around the insect and start to release digestive juices, which are packed with something called enzymes. Now these break the insect down into nutrients that the plant can use. And then there's the infamous Venus flytrap. When an insect lands on its leaves, they snap shut. And if the insect keeps on wriggling, they'll close tighter and start to release those digestive juices that will break the insect down into a kind of nutritious soup that the plant can absorb. But what about pitcher plants? How do they work? So what's inside this glass house?
So this is the tropical nepenthes, the warm-loving ones.
Okay.
So there's kind of three kinds really: highland, intermediate, and tropical. So these are the really heat-loving ones, the low.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's very humid in here, isn't it?
So there are clearly lots of different types of nepenthes, these pitcher plants. Can you show me your top three?
Yeah, in here we've got. It actually beat the world record holder at one point. It's one of the largest species. This is Nepenthes truncata, and it has the ability to eat mammals and birds. In fact, this plant here has eaten mice recently.
There's literally a mouse in there.
There's a dead mouse in there, yeah.
No way.
Or what used to be a mouse.
Oh my gosh, the poor mouse.
It was already dead, don't worry.
Oh really?
Yeah,
So that's an experiment.
Yeah, it was an experiment.
But in the wild, what would happen is a mouse would be coming along, it would sort of like find its way here and what, just fall in?
Yeah.
Oh no, and then once it's fallen in, what's going to happen?
Well, the digestive enzymes do their work and digest it.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of brown slime now.
Oh my, oh, that
It smells
I
pretty
can't
bad,
even, that smells horrendous.
It smells really bad.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh,
This pitcher plant will literally eat mice. All right, let's see a different one. Okay, let's see another one.
So this one
look.
has its open lid here, and in the inside, the pitcher fluid is really viscous. So it creates a sticky surface here.
Can I feel it?
Yeah, like fly paper.
Oh yeah.
So flies will get stuck on the inside and slowly slide to the bottom.
That is not a nice way to go. Oh, it really is sticky though.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's like glue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
stickiest
cool.
kind, yeah.
Something they've all got in common is that they all have this pitcher shape, although it sort of like varies in size a little bit. But a lot of them seem to have this sort of lid on the top as well.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of this?
So the little lid stops rain, and it's specialised in some species to help trap prey as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But for some of them, they're actually pretty big, pretty decent, the lids. But it's kind of like stopping it from filling up with too much water.
Exactly.
Because I guess if that was just rainwater, suddenly the digestive juices probably wouldn't be like so powerful.
And these grow in very wet places.
Yeah.
Like a rainforest most of the time.
So you need an umbrella.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is so cool.
But in this case, it's really reduced.
Yeah.
To allow flies to get stuck on the inside of the pitcher.
So there are loads of different types of nepenthes. They're all pretty specialised. So I've seen one that could eat mice, but Nepenthes loei, the shrew, is a little bit different.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Can we go and see that one?
Yeah, of course.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go and do it. Oh, hello. Right, this is how it works. So the shrew will come along and find the Nepenthes loei, the shrew, and it will position itself just here on its toilet bowl. And you can see that the pitcher plant is the perfect size for its little shrew bum. But also look at the shape. Can you see how this pitcher is narrow in the middle, a bit like an hourglass? It's different from some of the other pitcher plants. And that's because this plant doesn't want the shrew to fall in. It just wants to be its toilet. So the shrew is here, happy, it will do its business. And then it will scuttle away and the poo will be left in the toilet bowl. And then when it rains, the rain will literally flush the poo down into the bottom of the pitcher, where it will mix with those digestive juices and then the plant can absorb and use them. Why does the shrew want to eat poo? Like, I'm assuming it could eat insects like some of the other pitcher plants.
So where this one grows is a mountainous environment.
Yeah.
So there's not so many insects there.
Is that because it's really high up?
Exactly, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah.
So it uses the shrew as another source of nutrients rather than the insects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll happen. Yeah. It needs to be really humid.
What is that?
So that is that's vapor, water vapor.
Water vapor.
Yeah, like
So we're just recreating the like foggy mountainous environment of the shrew.
It's quite difficult to get it humid and cool at the same time.
Yeah.
So they go off a lot.
It is both cold and it's damp at the same time.
Exactly.
But what's in it for the shrew? Why would it choose to poo in a plant when it can poo anywhere in the mountains? Well, the secret actually lies here in the pitcher lid. The Nepenthes loei oozes this gooey white stuff called exudate, and it is the perfect snack for a shrew. The shrew can actually see it from far away, so it will come along, see the snack, sit itself on the pitcher, and then it will lick at the underside of the lid to get that gooey, sticky stuff.
So yummy, so tasty.
This is a bit like being given a bag of sweets whilst you're sat on the toilet. But once the shrew has got its snack and it's done its business, it will then leave. But this is brilliant for the shrew because foods like fruit are really hard to come by high up in the mountains. So the plant is offering the shrew something it needs, food. And this is actually an example of something we call mutualism in biology, because both the plant and the shrew are getting what they need. The plant gets the poo and the shrew gets a snack. Absolutely fascinating. Is the shrew the only one of the nepenthes that are sort of specialised to eat poo?
No, there's another plant.
Okay.
This Nepenthes hemsleyiana,
Nepenthes hemsleyiana,
which feeds on bat poo.
Wow.
What this one does is it provides a home for the bats in the day. So when they want to roost, they hide on the inside.
Yeah.
And then they poo, which trickles down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then the plant digests it.
So this is like evolved to be the perfect size for this tiny bat.
Exactly, yeah.
That's incredible. And I guess it keeps dry at the same time.
Exactly. It provides shelter for the bats from the rain.
Wow. That is very cool. Thank you so much, by the way,
No
for showing
problem.
us around all of these
It's all right.
incredible plants. It's been amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
it's been
you.
fun.
Awesome.
Oh, excuse me.
So now you know why a plant might want to grow up to become a living toilet. Thank you so much to Rob and everyone at Kew Gardens for making this video possible. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if there are any other weird plants that you want to know about, then absolutely let me know. Subscribe for more videos just like this. Stay curious, and I'll see you soon. Bye. If you want to find out more about the other carnivorous plants mentioned in this video, you can find these two shorts on my channel.